Hi, Robert Chuckrow here. I'm going to talk about something called engaging the fascia. And what that is let's say two people are paired off and one of them is rooting and the other person is trying to get that rooted person to move. If you touch that person in a certain way and follow that, you can get that person to move even though they're very strong. And I'm going to talk about what fascia is, how that might work, and then how to engage the fascia, which I learned from another video, which I'll link. So, what fascia is a membrane, a thin membrane that encloses bones. When you eat meat and there's a bone, you can actually see that thin layer that covers the bone. That's fascia. It encloses muscles, blood vessels, organs, maybe other things like tendons, etc. And fascia has not been really fully understood. I think it's been known for a while that it has a proprioceptive aspect to it. That is, it helps you to know how you're moving or where you are. Also movement, kinesthetic sense. There are nerves that go to the brain from it that inform that. It also can send messages of pain. It's very painful when the fascia is injured. But now they're starting to understand that the fascia is interconnected to the muscle by a web of information. And that is something that I've been thinking about. And what I have come up with is a theory about that. And that is as follows. Nerve impulses take a long time. If you stub your toe, it might be a second or two before you even know before you start to feel the pain. You know you did it because you felt it, felt yourself doing it. But when the pain starts, it may take a couple of seconds because nerve impulses don't travel that fast. That's why little animals or little insects can move very, very quickly. They have very good reflexes. And very larger animals have more trouble that way. If there were not any fascia and that interconnection, that web of interconnections to the muscle, now what I would have, if let's say something comes in that is threatening to damage a part of the body, you would feel that, then the nerve impulses would have to go through the spine to the brain would have to make a decision and then send nerve impulses back to say to move that away. That might be too late. But if there's this direct web, the information can travel very fast. So when that fascia is starting to feel something's coming into it that could be threatening, it already is telling the muscle to move. And this is an innate response. It's not something that we're aware of because nothing goes to the brain to tell it that. There may be other messages, but this happens very quickly. And we're not aware of it. It's almost a reflex. And so you can use that to move a person. So how is that done? The way that it's explained to be done is let's say you want to move that arm in. So if you push it, that person will feel that right away and resist or do what they need to do. Instead, what you're doing is touching very lightly and just moving the skin back. I'm going to try to show that. It's there. The skin moved back, and now it sort of stops. Now you have to use a lot of force. You're not going to do that. Just feel that point where it stops. Now you've removed some of the skin that's preventing you from contacting the fascia. Now you can push in a little bit, and now that fascia is going to cause that movement away from that. And by focusing that direction and the amount of force and keeping with it as the person moves and readjusting, you can get that person to lose his or her root. And I've done this with my students. It works on them, and they've done it to me, and it works on me. So I'm convinced there's something there, and I like my explanation, but I'm not 100% sure that's what's happening. I'm pretty sure. And so I welcome any comments that might provide more information on that and enhance my understanding, or maybe change the direction of my thinking. But I do not think that the fascia is causing any movement itself. The fascia doesn't move. All it does is it informs. Thank you.